Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So if you are returning, welcome back, and if you are new, I'm so glad to see you here, so thank you. Hello, my name is Michelle and I will be doing a reading for you guys today. If you're not familiar with how this works, this is a pick a card reading. And so we have three different piles. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So I'll go ahead and let you guys see which pile it is that you feel more drawn to. Today's reading is about what you're manifesting into your life right now. This reading is timeless. And so it doesn't matter when you are coming across this reading, it is relevant to what you're going through in the here and now, and why this message has come up for you to hear now. All right, so let's see. I do feel that this is kind of like a 3-month prediction as well. I wanted to mention that was one of the messages I was getting from Spirit while meditating and getting in touch with my guides, as well as the energies of those who this video is meant to reach. And so yeah, I do feel that this is like 3-month prediction. So, and again, it doesn't matter when you're coming across this video, it's relevant to the here and now and 3 months from now, if if you feel that resonates. And let's see, so I'm going to go ahead and give you guys just a few more moments to sort of zen and see which one applies to you. By the way, if you are hearing the static crackle sound, that is coming from this candle over here. So this candle is a very special candle. It's wick, you can't see it because of the fire, but the wick is actually made out of wood. And so I just wanted to mention that that is not a sound issue. I have specifically been including these candles for ASMR listeners, and just in case if that helps them just relax and just kind of tune in and let the ASMR take over. I experience ASMR. I'm also an empath, and reading cards is one of my strongest tools. Alright, you guys, so without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1, and I will see the rest of you soon. By the way, there are timestamps down below for you to go straight to your reading. Thank you so much, and I'll see the rest of you soon. Hello, welcome pile number 1. So we are going to see which fairy is representing what you are manifesting right now. And we have unity. So this is really awesome, you guys. This is really amazing. This basically tells me that what you've been manifesting is being more aligned with your higher self, your higher spirit, that which you believe. It's being connected with your intuition, with your abilities, with your that which you're connected with, connecting with Mother Earth, connecting with Spirit, so as above, so as below. So this is just an amazing card. It's like using all of the knowledge that you have gained and combining it together to for this like amazing energy work that you do, and that you are, some of you are awakening. Maybe that is what you're manifesting. So this is confirmation that it is happening. You are awakening right now. So yeah, that's so awesome, you guys. Oh, I'm so excited to do the rest of your reading, so I can't wait to see what else comes up for you guys. So let's see. What is in store? Oh, I'm sorry, I shook the camera. What is in store for pile 1? So first we're gonna look at where you guys have been, what you're coming out of. So this is recent. The first card's going to be recent past. The second card is going to be your present. And then the third card is your future, based on where things are headed, like based on the decisions you're making now. And keep in mind, this isn't set in stone. You can work on, like, if you don't like the outcome that you hear or see, if that is not resonating with what is in alignment with what you want to do, then by all means, so you can work on asking for guidance to change that. Okay. All right. So I'm so excited to see what is in store for you guys. Okay. So the very first card that we have, this is, again, what you're coming out of, like what you're coming out of, what your past, like recent past is. So this tells me that you've been doing a lot of healing. It's a Reel of the Waters. So one of the important things to know about Gabriel, so it's water is emotions, and water is also an amazing conduit of energy to work with. Ask any water sprite, they'll tell you. And this card is filled with water sprites. So you might feel like down, you might be healing something or recently coming out of something that you're healing from, some type of recent loss. But you do have support, even if you don't see it around you. If you see these amazing fairies in the background, and even more, there's another one here, there's more along here, that they may not all be showing up. But in any case, this is a card of saying that you have not been alone, even if you felt that you have. You have people on the other side, whether it's loved ones that have passed away, or if it is your guides, your angels. So this is confirmation that you have not been alone during this healing process, and you are starting to come out of that darkness and seeing how things are connected. Often, a lot of times when we do go through awakenings, we will go through a great amount of pain, and it also will take adjustments and things. So, you know, I really congratulate you guys on how far you've come on your path. Some may have given up or changed path altogether, but you're still remaining bright and into that like light love energy, and that you want to heal from this, you want to move forward, you want to get on with the work that you're meant to do and be in alignment with what you're meant to do here. So it's just awesome. Fairies of the future. Now, I normally don't read cards upside down, but I do feel pulled to read this card upside down. When I do read cards upside down, I read them very differently. Excuse me. I read fairy cards, well, the reverse meanings, in that it's applying to you on the inside. But what things look like on the inside may not necessarily be what is on the outside. So again, this is going back to like what you're manifesting. So you're wanting to manifest this energy, this new growth, this abundance in some way, getting in connection with your spirit, with what you're meant to do here. And this card, Fairies of the Future. Fairies of the Future is a card representing that you want to plant seeds, you want to move forward. Perhaps you are ambitious, There could be, I get the feeling of some impatience for you, pile number one. Like you're getting a little bit impatient, but it's because there's fears that are coming up. And Spirit wants you to know that keep going the direction you're going. You have the seeds. You have all, like the whole group is moving with you, flowing with you. This means that you have support. You have people helping to guide you along the path. You have signs that are coming in, confirming that yes, this is what you are supposed to do. This is where you're supposed to go. But for some reason, you feel really stuck. Like, I don't think you feel this motion. I don't think you feel that this is actually moving, or that it hasn't moved in a while. And you may not see it, but it really is. So this is just confirmation that to keep doing what you love. Only follow that which you love, even if it doesn't necessarily bring out like the results that we expected. It may not. And that's okay. As long as you're doing what you love, what is honest to you in your spirit, then follow that. Follow that which you love, which you know inside of yourself that is right where you want to plant your roots and grow. Okay. So in this card, where things are leading, where things are going. Okay. We have the Bodacious Bodak. So with the Bodacious Bodak, where things are going, where things are leading to, you are, I feel like pile number one, you guys are about to find out some things that have been mischievous, that things that have been going on like behind your back, sort of. I get this feeling like something has been happening behind your back, whether this is some kind of people talking negatively about you and you found out and this really hurt you, or it might have that potential of hurting you. So, and that's what I'm feeling. I'm feeling like where things are leading, where things are going, it's basically things are gonna come out of the dark. That's gonna seem almost like just dark, like dark, mischievous, negative, even negative energy. So, and so I'm really interested in seeing what more of this is about. So, and keep in mind, this card is basically saying this is about to be illuminated, if that makes sense. This is about to be illuminated for you. So if you are thinking about doing something and there's somebody in your life that you feel is telling you that you can't do this or you shouldn't do this or something of that sort, what were you thinking? This is that mischievous going on, okay? Just because that's their opinion, that is how they feel, doesn't necessarily mean that's your truth, all right? So whatever is going on here, it's not your truth, but it is going to come into illumination, and it's going to help you further along the decisions that you want to make, that you feel the need to make, in order to go forward and move past all of this negativity, okay? To like go beyond that. So this also might be, I think for some of you, I think this card is coming up because I feel like you're limiting yourself, like the path that you want to go on, that you're trying to force. I feel like some of you, it's not working out because it's not what you were meant to do. It wasn't, it's like that's not your calling, that's not what you're meant to do. And and since you are aligning more with what you are here to do, I think that's going to come into illumination, more and more signs to you. And you probably you might already be getting signs that you might want to change course or rethink your path that you're currently on. So for some of you, this could be confirmation to change course, to not even to just not even have to deal with this negativity. For some of you, this negativity is gonna happen. It's gonna come into illumination that something is going on behind your back that you're not aware of. That's soon gonna get some light, some illumination, and help you with your choices. Help you determine a little bit more where exactly you want to go to plant your seeds, because I feel like some of you you are either waiting for signs, or you're unsure, you're having doubts, and you're having doubts for a reason. That's your intuition of like, this is, since you are aligning more with your higher self and your purpose here, this is like, could be your intuition of saying, look, you know that this isn't fulfilling, that this path isn't what's right, that you are meant for something that you may not even see yet. So, and keep in mind, sometimes a little bit of mischief and a little bit of mystery is good. You know, it can be good. If you think of like a surprise birthday party, I understand not everybody likes surprises, but for those of us who do like surprises, I like surprises. Fairies are really, really amazing at surprising us. That is definitely one thing I can say for them. They are amazing at surprising us and changing our perspective of the path that we're on and where we're going. And in this case, this reading is about what you're manifesting. So, let's see what the bridges are in place between these cards. So let's take a look at the bridges. What is the bridge between the first and second card from the past to the present? What has this path looked like for you guys? And this card. And what is the bridge between the present and... Okay, there we go. So the first bridge, we have the Fawn. Oh, I love this card. This is amazing. I love this card for you guys, pile number 1. I really, really do. Okay. So the first bridge, this is basically confirming what I was already telling you about with unity, aligning your... This is also talking... Oh my gosh, Spirit has so much to say. I'm like all over the place. Okay, so there's chakra points. The Fawn is something new, something brand new coming into manifestation for you. So this is confirmation of like what you are asking for, what you are hoping for, what you are wishing for. Spirit hears you and they are working on it, but there are some things that you need to realize first. But in this time, keep doing the work that you're doing with working with your chakra points, working with your star seeds, working with crystals, with manifestation, whatever the work is that you're doing to help align you with your higher purpose and your higher good. Keep going on that path. It's not for nothing, you guys, okay? It's really not. All right. Oh, I'm so excited. So now, oh my gosh, you guys have 3 cards. You guys have 3 cards about this path. So I get the feeling that this is kind of like a how to, like, step 1, step 2, step 3. That's really how I feel. So let's take a look at step 1, shall we? I'm going to move this a little over to give some room here. So step 1, we have ecstasis. So ecstasis, see, look, I cannot tell you enough about like how many energy, high vibration fae are coming in for you guys, pile number 1. This is confirmation from your guides, you know, the energies that you work with, whatever they may be, that you are doing good. You are on the right path, even if it doesn't feel like it. Maybe sometimes we have to redefine what exactly is success and what are we grateful for. And then become excited, become ecstatic, become filled with ecstasy about that which you are reaching for, that which you are aligning yourself for. It is time to fully awaken your intuition and keep on the path. Even though it has seemed dark, you guys have persevered. Don't give up now. I'm getting the image of the lotus flower. I have a lotus and Om tattoo on my back, and I wanted to briefly mention, if you're not familiar with how a lotus grows, lotus flowers only grow, the plant only grows at the very bottom of the most icky, yuckiest of swamps you can imagine, okay? So it's not a good, healthy, like what you would normally imagine as a healthy water environment to be. It is filled with gunk and grossness and blah. It grows up so first it has to fight all of this very tough, dark environment of the black. Okay, so it has to fight that, and it knows that light is up above. It just knows it. It knows to keep going, no matter what the struggle is, to keep going, to keep growing, to keep moving on, to keep working on chakras, to keep meditation, to keep that high vibration, that you are doing it, you are on it, you are doing everything right that you are supposed to be doing, okay? So the next card is the collective. Okay. So the collective of pixies, when this card comes up, this card always speaks about wanting to reach out and work with people in some way. I don't know exactly what it is that you guys want to do. I don't know if it's something medical, if it's something working as, like, say, a therapist, or what path you are looking at doing or wanting to go down on, working with people. For a few of you, it might be something more. It's like, it might be something like, you might be a writer or an artist of some type, and some of you might be into all kinds of things, and it's just confirming that you feel a calling to reach out to the masses, to help awake. If you notice, okay, so if you look at this card, you can see how on this card that there's different light taking place here at the foreheads of the people that you are reaching out to, like the people that come in contact with you, with your life, with what you do, with the work that you do, with your special intuitive gifts that you share, with your amazing, I get the feeling that a lot of you, pile 1, are empaths too. I really do. I get the feeling a lot of you are empaths, and I also get the feeling, especially from these 3 cards so far, that you're probably a starseed. And if you're not familiar with starseeds, I am not the best at explaining starseeds, so I recommend that you guys look further into it and research that for yourself and see what you think. Okay, I'm so excited to see what else is up for you guys. So, and that's, oh my gosh, look at this, you guys. This is just further confirmation. The Master Maker. Okay. And we have double twos. And I don't know if you noticed, but we have a 2 here as well. So it's like 2, 2, 2. So it's, I feel that that might be confirmation of some kind, or at least a powerful meaning that 2 keeps coming up. So the Master Maker, let's talk about the Master Maker for a little bit. When a person is really good at something that they do, at a craft, at their talent, maybe it's intuition, anything of the sort, when a person is super good at what they do, often they're not the ones that self-proclaim, I'm the master at doing this. It's usually other people who say, oh my gosh, you are so good at doing this. It's other people that vouch for that mastership. Does that make sense? Now, there is a case for some of you, you might be going through education. Maybe you are directly working on a master's degree, or maybe you have done a master's degree. Maybe you're coming to the end of a master's degree. I don't know, but even when we master something, I want you to keep in mind, much like education, when we master in something, it's usually only like in 1, maybe 2 things that we focus and really master on. And so say, for example, you are a starseed. You may not necessarily fall into every single category of starseed, and you're not meant to. I know I don't. And I'm not even totally sure if I am a starseed. I think I am, but I'm still debating. I'm still doing my own research. So in any case, with the Master Maker, we often, it's not ourselves, like it's often that the person who is the master behind what they do, they often don't feel like it. So sometimes we have to, and this kind of brings me back to something I talked about earlier, just briefly, and I feel the need to go back to it again. Sometimes we have to redefine what exactly is success, and what does success look like? You know, who is it that we really want to reach? What is it that we really want to do that helps enlighten people and make a difference? And let the people decide, okay? Don't judge yourself. Like, you may not feel like you are good at this, or who would listen, or who would pay attention, or who are you. I get the feeling that some of you in pile number 1, you might even suffer from what's called imposter syndrome. And if you're not familiar with that, again, I encourage you guys to do your own research into what exactly that is and how you feel about that. But yeah, I get the feeling that, like, some of you that maybe you are already successful at something you do, your career or your education, but you don't recognize it inside of yourself that you are good at this thing. Like, you feel like you don't deserve this, or you're not that good, or this other person is better, but that's not true, okay? I once heard wisdom very recently that, well, I heard some wisdom very recently that flowers bloom regardless of other flowers' beauty, if that makes sense, okay? And in this, you've already, and we have the seed here, you already have the seed. You are already nurturing these gifts, this ability. You know, like, you already are getting those feelings that this is not, like, what, if you're like in a certain job, then you may already feel like this isn't the right job for you, and that you're meant to do something else. Follow that calling. Granted, I understand that there's something else that you need to be aware of first before you decide truly where to plant your seeds. But know and have the confidence that you are really good at what you do, and you are making a difference. You are reaching out to people. People are seeing you, hearing you, you know, reading what you have to write, whatever it is that you're doing. It is, your message is, your light, your work, it is getting out there, and it is in motion, okay, you guys? And that what you are working on manifesting, it is, like, if it is coming, if it's not already here, like, if you're not already, like, making a decision on buying a house or something like that, if that is something that you're wanting to manifest, it's like your guides are here saying it is coming, you guys, okay? It is coming. So abundance, or you guys are so, like, humble, like, it's not even that kind of stuff that you really want or wish for. Like, you just want to, like, help heal people, or help work with people, help people on their path, on their journey. Like, I get the feeling that you're more into spiritual type of work, using your intuition, or in healing in some way. So, all right. And then we're going to take a look at, now normally you have, like, I take a look at just the 2 bridges here and here, okay? Normally I take a look at just the 2 bridges. Since you have 3 cards that came up, I'm going to lay them out like this. And we're going to take a look at the very last bridge, advice that the Fae would like to share, like what your spirit guides want you to know. And where we go. Okay, the Pook. Alright, as soon as I saw this card come, I feel the pool. I just set this down. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that kind of spun. So I'm going to, you guys are getting all kinds of interesting messages. I'm going to just set that right there for now. Okay. All right. This reading has been so fun. By the way, if this reading is resonating with you guys, please like and subscribe down below. Really appreciate it, and I'm going to keep continuing on. So with the final bridge that we're looking at here, you guys, we have the Pook. And the first thing that I heard and saw in my head from my own guides and from the Fae is that cats always land on their feet. Like, I got the feeling that you guys have walked a rough road and things haven't been easy. Things haven't come to you very easily. Life hasn't been easy. But you are a bright light. And you, like, the work that you are doing here, it is all for good reason. You are reaching those that you are meant to reach. And you are a person who is meant to work with many different people. Not just 1 or 2. Maybe you find yourself in a bunch of different relationships and you're like, oh my gosh, why can't I just find the one? And the reason why is because you're not meant for just one lover. You're meant for many lovers in this life. All right? So, and that could be a metaphor. That could be what you're asking about, or even what you're calling in. And so I just want to reiterate here that the Pook is, okay, so let me tell you about the Pook. The Pook can change form and figuration at any time he chooses, and he doesn't always look the same. So this also always reminds me of, I can't remember the type of reptilian that can change their colors to their background. I want to say chameleons. That's what I want to say. But that's what I always think of as well. That you find yourself always okay with where you are. Like, you always find yourself like, I'll be okay. I'll come out of this just fine. This is just a moment in time, those kind of messages that you know that you are a bright light and a beautiful spirit in this world, and that you are going to heal from this. You're going to soldier on, and things will be okay. And like, you will be so much happier once this comes into light, and once you do continue down the path that you're on, and plant those seeds, baby. Okay, plant those seeds. All right. And friends, oh my gosh, look at that. This is also confirmation that you're not alone, okay? You have support around you. You have those that love you and support you. You have close friends or close family. There are people who would consider you to be lucky in the type of friendships and the bonds that you form. This could be with family. This could be with coworkers. This could be with friends. This could be with people who have passed on, loved ones who have passed on. And so I just see this like amazingness of light energy. I think that was my phone, but I'm just going to take that as confirmation from Spirit that you are meant to hear this. And I swear, you guys, I set my phone on airplane mode. I really, and so it shouldn't be making any sound or noises. But yeah, so friends, there we go. And I am okay. So, oh, actually, before we get to that deck, I want to see if there is any fairy oracle. This is the Faerytale oracle deck. I want to see if they have anything that they would like to share with you guys at this time. Is there anything else that Spirit would like to share at this time with pile number 1? Okay, I'm getting like 2 cards again, at least. Alright, so again, oh my gosh, you guys are so many cards. Alright, so first we have water and salt and truth. Do you see that? Truth. Water and salt, truth. And we have 44, the number, which is like, again, like division of 2. So I also just see that as really significant. Water and salt is very cleansing. So again, this is confirmation that you guys have gone through a deep healing period. You may even feel very extra connected with water, in specific salt water. Like maybe you live by a coast, or you live near water, or water is near you. Maybe you are a water spirit or work with water spirits. I have felt a very strong presence of like mermaid energy around me today, and I don't find it like, see, Tibrial of the waters came up, and now you're getting water and salt and truth. And this is also just confirming to me that there is something that is hidden in the dark from you that's about to be illuminated. So you're about to know the truth, and to also stick to your truth, okay? Stick to your truth. Stick to what you know is right for you, what drives your passion, and what fills you with motivation, and what inspires you, okay? Just do it because you love it, because it's what resonates with your soul. All right. And we're going to look at number 2. Vasilla the Brave and Courage. Vasilla the Brave. So again, I was saying earlier that I got the feeling that you guys have, I don't even remember what card it was that gave me that vibration, but that you guys have already been through so much. You've been through a lot of turmoil. You've been through dark times. I think it was Sibyl of the Waters, and it's this card too. It's like all of the above that's reiterating this for me. But that you've been through some rough times, some hard times, and that you've been going through healing, and that I know part of you is like feeling like, oh my gosh, when is this gonna end? I've been healing. I don't know how much more healing I have to keep doing. I'm tired of healing. I hear you. I hear that for some of you. So I hear you. It's like you're ready for things to start moving. And you've been so courageous. You really have. You've been so brave. And you've been so courageous. And your guides are here reaffirming it's not for nothing, okay? It really isn't. It's not for nothing. That Spirit and those around you recognize what a brave and beautiful soul you are and have been, and that you continue to be. Okay? So I am going to see what any last oracle advice for pile number 1, please. Any further messages to help pile number 1 with their manifestation, with what they are aligned with, for their higher purpose here, with what they want to be in tune with right now. And I feel that. Oh my gosh, 2 cards again, you guys. I'm not kidding, 2 cards again. Okay. So that's what the back of this one looks like. And it says, humility comes from seeing ourselves in the proper perspective. No one is better. No one is less. We're all simply being who we are and doing what we do. Oh my gosh, that is so you guys. That is exactly the vibration and the energy that I'm getting from you guys, pile number 1. I'm going to read that one more time, okay? Humility comes from seeing ourselves in proper perspective. No one is better. No one is less. We're all simply being who we are and doing what we do. So you just keep doing what you do best, what inspires you, what you love. And it's as they say, it can't lead you wrong. And let's see what else Spirit has to say. So this is the back. I love that. I love the back of these cards, you guys. And it says, conscious breathing merges mind and body, returning us to the present moment. So breathe in the light, breathe out the darkness, and set your spirit free. I love that. I really feel that this is some advice to help you with meditation, with aligning yourself with what is like what you want to do, with what the path that you are meant to go on, with what the work that you're meant to do here. So conscious breathing merges mind and body, returning us to the present moment. So breathe in the light and breathe out the darkness. And set your spirit free. Ah, I love that. I love that, you guys. So thank you so much, pile number 1, for letting me read to you. And again, if you haven't already, please like and subscribe down below. Let me know if this is a pile that you picked and if it resonated with you, or any other information you'd like to share about your reading. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, pile number 2. It is so good to see you guys, and thank you so much for allowing me to read for you guys today. I'm so excited to see what fairy you guys have. What are you manifesting? Ah, the Luma. So the Luma, and it is card number 30. In case if that is significant to you, for those of you that are into numerology. The Luma, one of the things that first stands out to me that I want to point out is that her wings are a little bit different than most other air fairy wings. So her wings, they're a bit tattered. So she has been through some trees. I think she's fallen down a time or two. She has been through a few things. And I think right now what pile number 2, what you've really been wanting to manifest is some time to feel rejuvenated, to feel relaxed, to maybe this is like, go on a vacation. I just really feel like what you are wanting to manifest right now is some kind of R&R, rest and relaxation time, whether that is to take some time off work, whether it is to do something that you enjoy doing. Maybe you enjoy camping, maybe you enjoy going on hikes or getting into nature, but there's something that something that you enjoy doing that you would really like to go do at this time. Maybe it's spending time by the water, like a beach or something like that. Like I'm seeing a beach setting and being near water, and I'm getting the scene of like being out on the California beaches during sunset, which are so beautiful, so amazing and beautiful. So in any case, this is a feeling of kind of just wanting to get out, but not just wanting to get out, just go anywhere. This is wanting to get, like out of your house, but going on a vacation, something that's fun, something that's relaxing, something that rejuvenates you. So one of the things that I wanted to point out in this card is also the rock down here that she is sitting upon, and the face that the rock is making. And I feel that kind of goes into your mood. Like I feel like some of you guys might feel sort of stuck, or like, well, I tried that and it didn't work. Like I tried it, didn't work out, so now what? And I think that maybe part of that is, like, part of what you're manifesting is to get some guidance, some direction, some, what to do next. That you're in that in-between period and you're looking for some kind of guidance and direction. So let's see what else for if I can talk. Let's see what else is in store for you. I'm going to put this over here. It might really help for you guys to sit in some like meditation time when you can find it, when you can get it. Just watch some relaxation videos, do some meditation, ask your guides for help and confirmation and signs. Whether you work with angels, whether you work with spirit guides, your intuition, or your higher self. So what is going on with pile number 2? By the way, if you guys, let's see, if you guys like this video so far, and don't forget to subscribe and let me know which pile you chose and if it resonated with you, or if it helped you, or anything else you'd like to comment about down below. All right. So the first card is your recent past. So this is what you're coming out of, your recent past. This is coming to an ending. And normally I don't read cards upside down, but I do feel that this applies for you. And when I do read cards in reverse, I feel like it implies to something internal versus something external. So something going on in the internal process. So for the first card, what you're coming out of is, I feel like it's actually like you're being honest with yourself. I feel like for a long time, so this card is honesty. I'll turn them upright so you can see. So this card, and it's number 40. So this card is honesty. And with honesty, I feel like it's you're coming to an end of a period of time of lying to yourself or deceiving yourself, or it's like you're no longer going to let yourself get away with this thing, with this attitude, with this mindset, with this energy. Maybe it's also like you're no longer going to allow people to take advantage of you because you have realized that you're worth more than that. You know that, you feel that. And that it's time to be honest and true to yourself on, inside out. Like from the inside out, to be true and honest with who you are and how you are. With no apologies, The second card is your present. So what is going on with you in the now? And we have the Millman. So you know what? I normally don't read cards in reverse, but I do feel that this card applies to you in reverse of what's happening right now. I feel like part of deceiving yourself, I feel like part of that deception was to be protective of who you are. Be protective of your surroundings. We have the feline. And the feline, he always reminds me of somebody who is a little grumpy. He's been through some experiences. He feels targeted. He feels like guilt and shame. It's not necessarily his. Like, it wasn't, your fault. It shouldn't have been that way. And I'm really sorry that you guys have felt that way. So, but I really feel like part of the lying to yourself was to keep people out, was to create this border around who you really are, because you felt the need to protect you. You felt the need to guard your heart and guard it carefully, which you're not necessarily wrong. It's like, yes, we do need to be careful, but it's also important to let people in. It's like, yes, lock your doors, but don't make it impossible for guests to come over, you know? So allow company to come over, allow people in, allow some light and some healing in. And the fact that this card was in reverse for you, I feel like right now you are doing that. You are allowing that you're starting to open up. You're starting to see how the things that you were telling yourself aren't true. They weren't true then, and they're not true now. I know it's kind of like you feel like you don't know what to do now. You don't know where to go, but you're doing it. You are working on you right now. This is the time to do internal work. This is the time to sit with self, to sit in meditation, and to get in connection with our guides, and to look and watch and listen for the signs that our guides and our totems and our angels and the loved ones that have passed away, those signs are around you if you're looking and if you're listening. And I do feel that you're letting people in, and I love that about you guys, pile number 2. Yay! I love that. I love that you're starting to let walls down, and a little bit goes a long way. You know, you might feel like, well, I just talked to one person, it's not that big of a deal. But it is a big deal. It really is. It might have just been one person, but that was such a big step that you took. And I feel like you need to recognize those steps that you are currently taking in order to heal and to move on, and that it is okay to sit and spend time with yourself and with spirit. And I know that this would be a lot more luxurious, if you will, if this time of healing, this asking for space and place away from everyone, just to have time to think and to deal and to process. I know that would be, we all wish like that kind of time could be done in a luxurious place of whatever you find luxurious, like going on a vacation somewhere or getting out into nature. And again, like I said, maybe some of you are into camping, and if you can do that, then do it. If you feel it will help, you know, maybe even open up and take somebody with you. And this could be a chance of building friendship, of building things that are healing, things that you do want, being honest with yourself and with the universe of what you do want to call in, and what you do, you know, the people that you are willing to let your guard down, and the people that are worth allowing in. And number 3, the collective of pixies. So where things are going, you may not feel it now, you may not see it now, but, and keep in mind, this is if things remain on the path that they're on. You have already been such a bright light and star or sun, whichever way you like to think of yourselves. You guys are a beautiful light. You really are. And the lives that you have touched has meant so much. And I feel like something happened where you just got deeply hurt. Like something happened and you just got deeply hurt and was like, oh my gosh, okay, I need some time. I need a process. I need some things to happen before I can make sense of this. But this did open up some realizations, some powerful revelations, and through yourself. And then I do see that you guys are in a spot where you're willing to let your guard down, even if it is just a little bit. But in time, you are meant to work with a whole bunch of variety of people. You may not see it as a lot of people, but it is. You are meant to work with a variety of people and to touch many different souls in your life. So, and you do bring so much love and light to the lives that you do touch, okay? I don't want you to ever forget that you are bringing lots of joy, lots of love, lots of light, lots of wisdom to those that you are meant to be in contact with in this time and in this life. All right, so let's see what the bridges are. And what I mean by bridges is what got you, like, what has got you through the past. I'm going to put that face down for now. What has gotten you through, let me raise these up just a little bit so I make sure I've got plenty of room. What got you through from your recent past to your present. And then we're also going to see what's the bridge between your present to your future of getting through this time of pain. Okay. I love this vibe, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. Okay, so we have the Singer of Courage. And we have the Journeyman. And I'll get to him. So first, and in case if it's number 8. This is such an amazing card. So, okay, so this is confirmation of so as above, so as below. This is confirmation also that, like, in order for there to be light, there has to be dark. Like, you are, I feel like you are very attuned with balance, with, like, the scales of what's balanced, and that you like to live life very balanced, very calm, and so, oh, that's such a beautiful energy. And I feel like, I think you guys feel like, oh my gosh, whatever I try to do, it just turns upside down and it doesn't work out. But I feel also that you guys are starting to see why things turned out the way they did. That yes, it might have been dark and grim as far as how things were or how things had transpired, but it did bring you to the light and joy of where you were meant to be. And in some form or fashion, this is helping you let your guard down a little bit and reaching out to love and light and that which is good, that which you are meant for. And this card here, it's the Journeyman, okay? The Journeyman. Number 15. So, the Journeyman, again, I feel travel, I feel journey, I feel expedition, I feel like you guys feel a calling to do something, and you know this, you do, you know this, I feel like some of you have been either going through a loss or a grief of a situation, or something has transpired and that it's come to an end, and that you're learning to let go of that past, you're learning to open up and trust again, and that you are ready for a brand new adventure. You are ready for a journey. You are ready for new love to come into your life. You are ready for new friendships, new bridges, new energy, a new life, a new way, a new you. And you know you have more tools for you at your side. You have more things. When we see baubles or orbs, these kind of things in cards here, this bauble or orb right there, when we see this come up in the Fae, this often represents things that are very important and meaningful to us. The Journeyman has always reminded me much of the Fool in Tarot. And much like the Fool, as you can see, is about ready to walk off into the nothing. The bauble here with the stick is very representative of like the knapsack. I mean, he wasn't drawn that way from the artist, but to me, he always feels like that kind of energy, attuned with that energy of going down a path, not knowing what's going to happen. Yes, it's a little scary to let those guards down and to just trust. And yes, it's a little hard to imagine that you are going to deeply and in very strong, meaningful ways touch other people's lives, their minds and their hearts, and just being who you are and traveling the path of that which makes you happy. Okay? And I do feel that some of you are getting ready to go on a journey, and maybe even a few of you getting ready to move. Like, I see movement, I see a road, I even see like a moving truck and like a road going by really fast. I've moved several times in my life, and so I'm seeing memories of mine going by in my head of times when I have moved. And so some of you, this might be confirmation to make that move, that it's okay if you don't know exactly how things are going to turn out. We're not always meant to know everything. Now, of course, use common sense, you guys. Okay? So, and take any advice with a grain of salt, only with that which resonates with you. But for some of you, I do feel that this is powerful confirmation to take that chance, to take that risk, to go ahead and move, to have this important conversation with a person, if that's what needs to happen, to wrap up loose ends. Okay? I also see like wrapping up of loose ends, and I also hear conversations like going to people that you love, maybe friends or family, and having deep, important conversations of this is where you feel you need to go now. Okay? And that is so awesome. That is amazing. I love that what is going to help you do the work that you're meant to do is going on a journey. And so again, if you feel the need to go camping, to get out, to have some that, just me time before you get ready to do this work that that Spirit is preparing you to do, it is very important for you to just get some me time, to get some meditation time, to get some sleep if you can. So yeah, I love this for you guys. Okay, so we're gonna take a look at one last bridge. The bridge that will help you reach the outcome of what you want to manifest, of that which you're meant. And we have Geo the Slow. I love that. And number 43, in case that's significant to the numerology folk. Okay. So for Geo the Slow, he means just that. And when he comes up, this is what I hear in my head. Geo the Slow. And when he comes up, he's always a reminder to me to Just like stop, take a break, breathe, okay? Do those deep breaths, like in through the nose, in and out through the mouth. And just take deep breaths, relax, smell the flowers, go on a walk with nature. You know, keep working on realigning yourself with that which you know who you are, the love and the light that you know you have to share with the world when you are ready in your time. There's no rush, okay? There's no rush, and you are working on this, and you are progressing, and you're progressing at great speed. Even if it doesn't feel like it, you really are, okay? And that it is okay to take things slow because you've been progressing so fast, like because so many things have happened, and that you are being honest with who you are and how you are, and that you're letting your guard down, letting people see that and know that about you, letting people see who you really are, and allowing that beautiful light of who you are touching others, being brave enough and being courageous enough to touch others' lives in that amazing and special way that only you can do. And I feel like a lot of you guys might also be empaths. I really do. I feel like some of you also have healing hands. I'm seeing like hands being laid on bodies and being healing. So I don't know if that means Reiki work, or if you're into some type of working with medicine, nurse, doctor, or something like that, or in some type of therapy field, any case, but something with your hands and your energy especially, I feel is very gifted. But to take things slow, to allow yourself time to relax and rest, to get some sleep, and that it's okay to just take a break sometimes, and to be on me time, okay? Sometimes I have to just put everything else on life on pause and just be like, okay, I'm on me time now, and that is okay, because me time is also still progress. I hope that makes sense. And we are gonna pull from the Faerytale Oracle and see if this deck has what insights this deck has to share with you. Pile number 2. What insights do you guys have to share with pile number 2? Excuse me. We have Dawn the golden-haired, duty. Okay, so alright, this card is telling me so much. I get the feeling that, you know, you guys have such a strong sense of loyalty that it's ironclad. It is amazing. Like the sense of loyalty that you have when you commit to something or someone, to a task, to something you're gonna do. If you make a promise to someone, you stick it out. You are a person of your word, and you feel very loyal to what you are meant to do, what you are here to do, and the people that you connect with. You feel very loyal to family and to like whatever that means to you guys. And sometimes family doesn't always mean blood. Sometimes family means the people who we decide are our family. And so you're a strong worker, and I get the feeling that some of you guys have been called lazy. And I don't know if you've called yourself lazy in the past, if you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so lazy, blah, blah, blah. But it's not true. You're really not. You are a very hard worker. You really are. And you have such a strong sense of loyalty that any kind of workplace or work environment is like, they should be honored and humbled to have you in their life and at their workplace. And like, you are, it's like a bee. I'm hearing the buzz of a bee. In specific, I'm seeing carpenter bee. And so that's just funny to me. But yeah, I'm seeing a bee. Like, you're a busy bee. You work very hard, and you so much deserve a break and some time to just relax and some you time. Like, you know, as I said just a few minutes ago, like, sometimes I have to put everything else on pause and say, okay, I need me time to meditate and to rejuvenate myself and my energies and to replenish myself. And so this time it's important to rejuvenate yourself, because I feel like there are people around you that has had, like, they have taken advantage of you. Maybe some are still around you, and it's time to clear that energy out. Like, clear all of that negativity out, and like, you honor who you are now, or I feel like you're beginning to honor who you are and being grateful for the things that you do have, the honest and true friends that have shown you loyalty and trust and friendship, and the things that you value at your core. That is so awesome. And I feel like you guys are so like humble about it too. Like, you don't take loyalty lightly. And that, like, when you love somebody, you fully love them. You really do, with your whole being, with your whole soul. And not everybody does. Like, somebody's like, oh yeah, I love you, bro. But no, when you say it, you mean it. You're like, I love you. Like, from deep down inside of my heart and my soul, I love you. You know, like, you really feel it. And so I'm going to see what else Spirit has to share with you today with this other oracle deck. What else would your guides like you to know today? I normally don't feel to, in fact, I don't ever like really split this deck, but I really feel that I need to right now. You guys, that they really want to be shuffled. So okay. Oh my gosh, we have two. We have two cards, you guys. That is awesome. So they both have the same back, or ideally the same back, although light reflections or spirit or auras, colors, things might stand out to you differently about these two cards. Let's see the first one. We can control our efforts, but not the outcomes. Still, a good effort increases the odds of achieving a desired result. We make 0% of the shots we don't take. Oh, that is so awesome. And see, this is what I was like kind of feeling here with this face, like, oh, I tried. What now? Do I just give up entirely? No. You don't give up entirely. You just need to rest and heal, and I feel you guys are doing that. I'm going to read this for you guys one more time. And it says, we can control our efforts, but not the outcomes. Still, a good effort increases the odds of achieving a desired result. We make 0% of the shots we don't take. That's awesome. Ah, love it. And this card, if you don't fit easily into your circle of peers, consider the possibility that you may not be here to fit in. You may be here to lead. I love that. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, yes. And I feel like this kind of came in alignment with that. Like you are meant to touch many lives, many hearts, many souls. Look at the light that is on, that comes out in different places here. Like the light of the hands radiating through the body, the heart, the mind. You are meant to be an inspiration, motivation, beautiful light to many different people in your life. Okay? So, alright, this has been awesome. Thank you, pile number 2, for letting me read for you guys. Again, please like and subscribe down below if you haven't already. And if this reading has resonated with you, and please comment if you picked this pile and anything else you'd like to share with me. I look forward to seeing what you guys have to say. Thank you so much. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome, welcome. I'm so excited to be doing this reading for you guys. And let's go ahead and see what fairy you have that is assisting you in manifesting what you want. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, pile number 3. Okay, this is, I have to tell you, this is probably one of the best cards you can get in this deck. So it's called The Fairy Who Was Kissed by the Pixies. And yeah, I am quickly losing daylight. It is dusk. The sun is setting. And so I have turned on more lights to hopefully finish getting me through this reading before I completely lose all light. Alright, so The Fairy Who Was Kissed by the Pixies, it's, oh my gosh, like, you guys, I feel like you guys have such an amazing, beautiful spirit and soul that, like, you guys are, like, people just really love who you are. I feel like you may not share this with just anybody, but those who choose to, like, take that chance to get to know you, they are just amazed. They just love you. They adore you. They find you incredible and sweet and just beautiful. And it's okay if you don't feel this way about you, but this is what you're manifesting in. And so I feel like even if you don't feel that way right now, that it's a way that you would like to feel. That even though that people do feel that way towards you, I feel like some of you don't really feel that love and adoration and how people look up to you and just enjoy your company, that you're just sweet and kind and compassionate, very giving kind of person. And yeah, you're just amazing. Just really, really awesome. So, oh my gosh, I'm so excited to see what else comes up for you guys. Pile number 3. Ah, I'm so excited. Okay. Excuse me, you guys. Here we go. For pile number 3. So the first card will be what you are coming out of. So what's your recent past, what's ending, what's in the process of ending, what you're coming out of. So that will be the first card. And let's see, what is that card for pile number 3? Okay. The second card is your present, what's going on right now. So what is going on right now, Spirit, with pile number 3, please? There we go. And the third card is like a future card. Any future card is within 3 months. And also keep in mind that this isn't necessarily set in stone. It's just given like whatever path you're on right now. If things keep continuing on this path, this is a possible outcome. Okay. Excuse me. Alright. So the first card is, the number is number 11, and you have the Singer of Transfiguration. Oh my gosh, that's amazing, you guys. I love this card. Okay. So this card right away is telling me that you are, I get the feeling that you guys are an old soul. I really do. I feel like you guys just like to have a good time. You like to laugh. You like to play. You like to just enjoy yourself. And that I get the feeling that you're an old soul, that you've lived many lives here. And I don't always get that feeling, you guys. So this is very unique to just you guys, pile number 3. And then I feel like either you have been working on chakra points, that you're going through this time of transfiguration. Now, what's different about transfiguration versus transformation? Transformation is when we are like in that manifestation period of change, where we want to get the ball rolling, we want to change. Transfiguration is when things are actually taking place and we're seeing results. Like this is now actually like so as above, so as below. This is affecting our life now. We can actually see real changes. Like this kind of reminds me of a person who is, if you're working with manifestation or law of attraction, energies of that sort, that that you're seeing those kind of results, like what you are manifesting, what you are focusing your thoughts on are coming into your present. It is working. This is powerful stuff. It's real, it's true, it does work, and it is life-changing. Life-changing to the core, from deep down inside to your soul and reflected back out, and that you are like abundance has been coming into you. You know, that you have been showing that you're grateful. Maybe you are a person who, maybe you started a grateful journal, like a gratitude journal, not grateful, well, either or, grateful or gratitude, like that. Maybe you started a gratitude journal or things of that sort, or maybe you meditate on those thoughts often, that you think about all of the things that you're you know, that you're grateful for, that you have in your life, and the things that have changed your life, the teachers along the way, the friends that you have had, and that I just get the feeling like you've really moved into this place and space where you're just honestly enjoying who you are, how you are, no apologies, just nothing but serenity, peace, love, all of that good love, light energy. Like, I just feel like you guys vibrate on such a high level that you're just cruising, man. You're just enjoying life. And just kind of hanging out and just really enjoying the fruitfulness of the manifestations that you have experienced, and looking forward to more of what you can do that could be life-changing, not just for yourself, but I also get the feeling that you're starting to work with other people. Maybe some of you guys are healers, or that you work with Reiki or healing energy in some way, but that you guys are using your gifts to help others through their times of transformation and even transfiguration. Since like you're coming out of your shell, like that's what I feel. I feel like you're right at that end process of beginning to break out of your shell, and that you're like, I get the feeling, we're gonna see, but I get the feeling that you're becoming a butterfly. Like you're in that, like you're just about ready to burst out of the shell that you've made and come into that butterfly, and you're just feeling that, you're vibing on that energy, and it's feeling good, and it's feeling great, and it's just awesome. And List of the Shadows. So I hope here we go. And we have number 44. That's really interesting that here's two cards where you got double numbers. Here you got 11, 1, 1, and here you got 4, 4. I just found that interesting myself. And here you got 21. Okay. So List of the Shadows. So again, this is kind of like reiterating that you are just a bright light. Like you just feel like you're just like this bright, amazing, awesome light, that you're buzzing along, that you do feel like you're kind of still in the dark. And that's what I mean by, you know, you're coming out of that shell. It's starting to crack open. You're starting to come out. Maybe at the time that you come out of your shell, maybe it's at nighttime or whatnot. And I'm also getting the feeling that you're not letting anything bring you guys down anymore. That you're coming to understand your place in this life, your journey, your work here. That you're starting to understand that more about yourself. And that you're grateful and accepting that you are this bright, amazing light that sometimes others look up to. That you motivate and inspire other people, and not just any kind of motivation, but the way that you help motivate and inspire people is you help people take their first wobbly steps into recovery, whatever that means, like making different choices in their life. You help guide them in your own gentle, love, and compassionate way, and with your own bright light, without letting it get to you too much. I mean, sometimes, yeah, it's like things do kind of like, whoa, hit us hard in that heart chakra place, right? And this is very red, which, well, actually the heart chakra is very green, and the red is your root chakra. So maybe you've been working on chakra points, or maybe this is like, yeah, you've been working on your root chakra. But also I'm feeling a lot of like your heart chakra. Like sometimes your heart chakra does get, you know, a hard hit, but you also know how to handle it. Like, you know how to take it, or you're wearing armor. I almost feel like this is wearing armor around the chest. Be like, it's okay, I'm protected, I'm okay, and I am just gonna shine and be the bright light that I am. And if people don't like it, that's on them. And that's what I'm feeling from you guys. I just love that. And like, you're like, you know what? I am a bright spirit. And those who take the chance to get to know me are the ones who are worth getting to know, my love, my light, and for me to be loyal to and share my happiness. And just that, like, it's almost like you're a fairy who sprinkles just dust of good luck and good fortune and good times, humor, happiness, and very healing in your own way, to other lost souls that might be in the dark. And where things are going, we have He of the Fiery Sword, and that's number 4. So you get 1, 1, 4, 4, and then 4. He of the Fiery Sword. So this is your where things are leading to, where things are going. It's like if your intuition wasn't already opened, it's opening now, honey. I don't know what you're doing, but keep doing what you're doing. I get the feeling like you, because of the beautiful, bright light and energy that you are, that you're a walking lie detector. You can tell when people are being deceitful, not being honest. Like, you can just sense it. Like, you can't always put your finger on it. You just know. With your intuition, with your gut feeling. You can't explain how you know. But you are like a walking lie detector. You can tell when somebody or something is up to no good. And even like when it's time, like, oh, I feel something coming on, time to go, type of feelings. And you know how to listen to your intuition, your inner self, your gut feelings. You are the type of person where it's like, it doesn't lead you wrong. You know to trust your gut, your feeling, your instinct. You know the truth inside of you. You can sense truth. You can feel it and sense it. And you can also, you can feel it deep down in your core. You can sense it in your soul's core when something is off or not right, and when somebody's not being honest. I think maybe one of the challenges for you, though, is learning how to wield the sword of truth with compassion. Because sometimes I feel like some of you, I don't feel what I'm about to say applies to all of you. I feel it only applies to some of you, since this is a reading for many people. I feel that some of you want to confront people with the truth because that's what you feel you know. Like, this is the truth. I know it. I feel it. I sense it. I just know. And you want to face other people with these truths, like, that they're not owning up to. Like, you want them to take accountability for honesty, for the truths that you see sometimes. And sometimes it can be very sharp. It can feel like sometimes when you are talking with other people and when you want them to take accountability for certain truths that you feel, you can come down a bit harsh in a way that it can sometimes be hurtful. And I think you know that about yourself. I think that you know that sometimes you can be honest to a fault, or like the honesty and the truth that comes out of you can be downright painful for others to hear. I totally get that. I totally understand that. And I think in time, I think that the path that you're on, you'll learn how to still wield truth with compassion. I hope that makes sense. And I'm going to take a look at your bridges now, and just moving these cards up to make more room for more cards, you guys, okay? So what I mean by bridges is, I mean, like, what has connected you along your path? Like, what connected you from your recent past to your present. And then your second bridge is going to be what is connecting you, or what is going to connect you from your present to your future. So for the first bridge, what connected you to that first bridge between your recent past and your present? And let's see, for pile number 3, what connected you from your recent past to your present? Okay. And then for pile number 3, what is this? Okay. Got that answer quick, didn't I? Alright, so that just means Spirit is eager to talk to you guys. So the first bridge of what got you through your time of not just transformation, but transfiguration. What got you through that? What got you to this attitude of, I'm just going to be me and I'm going to let my light shine and no apologies, is that it's actually very difficult for you to put your finger on it. And the reason why is because it's just something that you felt naturally led. Like, I don't even know if you necessarily know how to explain. And okay, so look at this. We have 2, 4, 1, 1, 4, 4, 4, 2, 4. We have 2 and okay, I'm just saying. All right, so the Piper. When the Piper comes up, this card often represents being led by an unseen force. So again, we're talking about unseen forces, which could be your higher self, could be your guides, could be your the powers that be that you feel resonate with you, that you feel connected with. And it just whatever it is, a feeling, an emotion, just like this feeling like this is what I gotta do, this is where I gotta go, and this is the path that it led me on. Like, it might have been rocky, it might have been rough, but you're so much happier. Like, you know what, that journey, it was totally worth it. It really was. And now you're recognizing, like, I needed that. It wasn't always good times, it was a bit hard, but you needed it and it was worth it, and you're glad you did it. Like, now that you're in the present and kind of coming out of that healing stage, not knowing why you had to do that thing or go to that place or this thing had to happen, you learned some powerful lessons in your recent past that has led you to the beautiful, like, you are a beautiful light and bright light, but this has led you down some things. Like, this path led you the way it needed to go in order for you to learn the lessons and the revelations that you needed to learn for this life. And so for the next bridge, you guys actually have 3 cards for the bridge between your present and your future, of just being that bright light, just being honestly who you are, how you are, no apologies, and allowing people to be attracted to that bright light and life that you are, that want to help you with your goals in life. Okay, so that is what we're looking at. We're looking at the bridge between going from being the bright light that of what you are to sharing that and shining that with others in a very honest way, in a very truthful way, and opening up your intuition even more on how you can share the love and light of the being that you are. So the first is Spirit Dancer. Okay, oh my gosh, I love this for you guys. So for Spirit Dancer, I'm moving cards over so we make room. For Spirit Dancer, this is again affirmation that you really have been dancing with spirit, dancing with energies, dancing with like magic, dancing with the fae, dancing with whatever it is that you practice and that you love to do. meditation, manifestation, shadow work, white work, starseed work, whatever it is that you are doing, keep doing it. You are on the right path, and it's a beautiful one. Okay, you guys? And the second one is the Topsy-Turvets, but this card did come in reverse. And I normally don't read cards in reverse, but I do want to read this one in reverse because I feel this one really applies. There was once upon a time where you allowed all the other voices that were coming in. This is the Topsy-Turvets. And I feel this is related with your past. There was a time where you let all the other voices or things kind of come into your mind, and it's like infect your mind space, and you really kind of took it to heart, like, oh my gosh, maybe I am this or that or whatever. Like somehow you received some kind of negative messages, and you really, like, all of these voices really confused you, and in the end ended up hurting you. And at some point you learned to say, you know what, enough. That is enough. And you learn to say stop, and that you no longer are going to listen or pay attention. Like, I get the feeling like if you were really wrapped up into social media, you've learned how to not take any kind of negative comments or anything like that as personal hits. That you've learned that's on them. That has no reflection on who you are, sweetheart. That is on them, not you, okay? And you've really learned that. And you've learned not to let all of these other voices of you should do this, or you're better off if you did that, or I don't get, you're letting us down if you do that. Like, you're like, you know what? I need to do what's right for me and live my truth. Live my truth. You have the fiery sword with passion, and here with passion and with loyalty, with love, with bright white, following just that which you feel drawn, that, like following your heart, following what motivates you, following what inspires you, whatever that may be. I really feel the need to move some of these cards up a little more to make more space. Okay. So, and the last bridge we have, part of the bridge for the second bridge getting you from present to the future, is the Fawn. So here I see that, like, if you're not really sure what you're going to do or how it's going to happen. And again, I feel like a lot of you already work with manifestation or working with the moon cycles or star seeds or something of the sort. Like, it will come to you. You are just at the very beginning roads, all right? You are just at the beginning of what is about to come in for you. It's kind of like the universe is saying, yes, we hear you, and it is time to blossom and bloom and fly and take flight and just love who you are. Other people will love who you are, that you are a butterfly, my friend, all right? So for some of you, I'm hearing, that old saying, float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. For some of you, that's what I'm literally hearing, okay? So this is, again, like, have confidence in who you are and what your gifts are. Continue your chakra work, or if you're not doing chakra work, maybe look into what chakras are and how to cleanse your chakras, and how to do chakra work. And some of you may not know very much about law of attraction, manifestation. You know what, you guys? Oh my gosh, I'm still learning so much all the time. So I definitely encourage you guys to do your own research to see to do your own research to see what your guides lead you to of what chakras are, okay? And we are going to take a look at one more bridge. The bridge that will help get you to what you want to manifest in abundance. And I do see abundance, you guys. I see like whatever you are working on, you're like, let it rain, man. In a good way, like, let it rain. All right. Let's see. What is the last bridge for pile number 3? Okay, so we have Luthus the Wild. All right. I just have a feeling like pile number 3, you guys are so neat. I just have the feeling like you are like kind of like the life of the party. You just like to shine. I get the feeling like maybe some of you are Leo or maybe even Sagittarian, that you love to just have fun and enjoy yourself, enjoy life, make people laugh. You love to laugh. You love to be around happy people, happy energies, but like good energies. You know, like I just feel like that's who you are. And Luthus the Wild is like, yeah, man, be you unapologetically. Be you. Live your truth, no matter how wild and crazy it may sound or be. You know, it's live who you are. Live your truth. Do what you feel is right for you. I almost feel like some of you might be in the LGBTQA, and that like maybe you're going through some kind of transformation, or that you're coming to understand your something about yourself more, and that you have gone through this deep like transfiguration of, I'm no longer going to be ashamed or sorry for who I am or how I was made. I'm just going to be me. I'm going to live my truth, and I'm going to follow what makes me happy. And even if that seems wild and crazy to other people, I don't care. I'm just going to be me, and I'm going to let it shine. That's what I really feel, okay? So, and this is part of the puzzle of the bridge. Like, just live and be you, alright, you guys? That's what I really feel for pile, all of you folks who chose pile number 3. And, oh, no, this deck first. We are going to pull some more cards here. Let's see what this oracle deck, what information, any added insights of what this deck wants to share. And we have the poison apple, jealousy. Okay. So, you guys, this is added information from the oracle. The poisoned apple and jealousy. Alright, so you guys have been through some times, okay? You guys have been through some dark times. I feel like for some of you that, I feel like for some of you that you felt like forbidden fruit. You felt like you were poison, or like the black sheep of the family, that you felt, you know, that you felt, maybe still feel for some of you, that you don't belong, or that something's wrong with you, that you were born wrong, but you weren't. I think that some of you feel like you were poisoned somehow, And that may have been like, I do feel that some of you guys have suffered, that you have been poisoned by how some of life has treated you. Like, you didn't go through this transfiguration for nothing, okay, honey? Like, you went through some stuff, all right? You went through some serious stuff, and there was some serious like poison in your past of things that hurt you and deeply. But look at you now, all right? It's like, I get the feeling that you're one of those people that it's like you're the type of person that you tell me that I can't, and I am going to prove you wrong. I am going to go out and do it just to prove you wrong, just to show you that I can and stuff. And I get the feeling that a lot of people might be jealous of you, that a lot of people might be jealous of like how you look or who you are as a person, and the bright light that you are. But you know what, honey? That is on them, okay? That is completely on them. And they are on a different path. And they have to learn their own lesson and square away with jealousy. And even if this is something that you struggled with, like, maybe some of you have struggled with jealousy in your own path. And maybe for a few of you, you're struggling with it now. Just know that jealousy is it's a feeling, an emotion that points us to what we value. And sometimes we feel like, this other thing or person is taking something away from me, but it's really not, okay? And I just want to kind of point out something that was pointed out to me not too long ago that I want to share with all of you guys, is that somebody else doing well has no effect on you doing well, all right? So somebody else doing well, like, somebody else doing well, having fortune or fame or money just comes easy to them, or things just seem so easy. It's not, okay, you guys? This is the road of life that we are all on, and it is not easy for anyone, okay? I can assure you that when you look down deep enough, like, everybody has a story. And I think that's partly what the Faerytale oracle deck has to share, is that everybody has a story, everybody has a past, and everybody is doing the best they can with what they know how. And if people have been jealous of you, it's because they felt that you being pretty, or you being the bright soul and spirit that you are, for some reason takes away from who they are, and it doesn't. And I know you know that, or at least you know that now. Maybe you've known that for a while. But trust me, sweetheart, that's their thing to deal with, and they're on their path, and it doesn't affect you. It has no marking on who you are. And the beautiful bright light and soul that you are meant to be, even if that beautiful bright light seems like dark to somebody else. I get the feeling that you guys really are the black sheep. Like, you guys might even be, I have no idea what kind of style of clothes or things that you guys are attracted to, but I get the feeling that you guys just kind of walk your own path. You have your own sense of style, or that, maybe maybe you resonate with gothic or steampunk, or gothic steampunk, or again, maybe some of you align with the LGBTQA, or just that you just feel different, and that's okay. It's okay to be different, and it's okay if people are jealous of. Oh my gosh, I just dropped like half the deck. Okay. So, I am picking up the cards. Holy crap. Okay. So, there we go. That's so many cards. Oh my gosh, I'm bumping the camera now. Okay. Apparently, Spirit is very excited. This is how many cards. Way too many. So I'm gonna keep. Apparently, your guides, your spirits, the powers that be, is very excited to tell you this last bit of the message from this oracle deck. By the way, if you haven't already, please like this video and subscribe down below if you feel this reading has resonated with you. Let me know in the comments below if this is the pile that you chose and anything else you'd like to share about this reading and your time with me and the Fae. So what is the last piece of advice, you guys, that Spirit would like to share with pile number 3? Last bit of advice. Okay. I don't know why that got that. Okay, so this is the back of the card. And oh my gosh, excuse me. It says, meditation consists of 2 processes. One is insight, paying attention to what is arising. The other is surrender, letting go of attachment to arising thoughts. Oh my gosh, that is amazing, you guys. Okay, like, yes, exactly. You are not your thoughts. Thoughts are passing and going. Like, thoughts just kind of come and go, okay? You are not your thoughts, although there is a Buddhist saying that I do like that says, we are the result of what we once thought. And at the same time, we need to let go of any attachments we have to arising thoughts. So I'm going to read this one more time to you guys, okay? Meditation consists of 2 processes. One is insight, paying attention to what is arising. The other is surrender, letting go of attachment to arising thoughts. Alright, thank you so much. It has been my honor, and I am so happy to read for you guys. Thank you for allowing me to read for you and watching this video. I really appreciate it, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye, everyone.